now. Reality can be whatever I want. I am inevitable.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to What the Fuck News. My name is Destery and I have something to tell you. I'm afraid the rumors are true. I do put pineapples on my pizza. I know, I'm a monster. Don't judge me! This is What the Fuck News, where we talk about the shit crazy news that you might have missed in the last couple of weeks. And the first thing that I have to talk about today is the whole Austin Jones story. I fucking hate this. And yes, I'm sure you've heard the story a trillion times now, but we're talking about this because this show is called What the Fuck News, and if this story doesn't have the most amount of what the fuck in it, I don't know what does. And I would love not to talk about this story, but for the safety and sake of you guys out there, you know, people online, I have to talk about it. Also, if you have heard this story before and you're just sick to your stomach from hearing about it, because I personally fucking am, you can skip forward to this time code right here to skip this entire story. Fucking okay. So if you haven't heard this story before, it involves a YouTuber by the name of Austin Jones, or as I like to call him, swoopy-haired Jared Fogle Jr., and him facing up to 30 years in jail for 2 counts of producing child porn. And as if that wasn't bad enough, the most fucked up thing isn't so much the fact that the victims were 14 when he was 23, but more so about how he went about getting them and the context of what was said. So if you're not familiar with Austin Jones, he was a YouTuber who made music videos, they'd get millions and millions of views, and as such, he had a ton of female followers. Apparently, he would talk to some of his fans through Facebook and ask girls to prove that they were his biggest fan by sending him sexual videos. In the chats, he would tell the girls what to do, say, and wear specific things, and this is where it gets the most fucked up. He asks the first girl to send him a video of her twerking while at the same time talking about how young she is in the video, making the girls say, "I'm only 14, this ass is only 14. And apparently with some of the girls that he was talking to, they didn't know how to twerk for him, so good old Austin made them a video to teach them how to twerk. And it is the most disturbing thing to watch when you think about the context of what this video is being used for.
So this is like the first basic twerk move. You stand with your legs apart, you bend your legs, and then you arch your back, and you unarch it. You do it faster, so it's like that. Now it's your turn.
Dude, like what the fuck? If you can believe it, his chats with the second victim got even worse. He asked her to make a video for him where she stated that she is his biggest fan but didn't want to get in any trouble. Where Austin then said, "I guess you really aren't my biggest fan then." That's where she agreed to do what he wanted, where he went on to say, "Bounce again and smile at the camera while you bounce. And while you bounce, say I'm only 14 3 times throughout the video. Instead of clapping them, how about just spread your cheeks for 10 seconds. Your wedgie has to be good enough so that when you spread your cheeks, it shows the edges of your butthole." Oh my god, that would be so funny. You know, I was just watching Parks and Recreation recently and thinking about how funny it was, and remarking to myself just how similar that is to a girl showing me the edges of her butthole. I bet you had no idea when you met me that just one day later you'd get to show me your butthole. How special do you feel? Do you know how to flex your butthole? I have to see your butthole to know you care 100%. I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's really not, but like, what the fuck? I have to see your butthole to know you care? What? I'm gonna use that line on my girlfriend later and see just how well that goes for me. Babe, show me your butthole. No! But babe, I have to see your butthole to know you care. Where are you going? Don't you pack up and leave? And I don't even really know what to say at this point. Like, I'm hurt because I'm thinking about the people that he put through this. It puts a bad mark on every fucking YouTuber's name now. It makes my fucking head spin and it makes me want to throw shit. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna throw something. Yeah. I don't feel any better. So yes, as I mentioned, I really didn't want to talk about this story, but I felt like it was necessary, you know, in case there is anyone out there that's going through something like this. Because you also gotta remember, these are just 2 of the girls that came forward about what he said. These aren't all of them. And there's a lot more details to the story that I didn't cover, so if you want to see any and all of that stuff, I will link a video in the description of a Philip DeFranco video where he covers basically everything he said. But if you or someone you know out there is going through something like this, just know that you can say no, you can talk to someone about it, because people like Austin Jones exist and will always exist and will continue to hurt people until they're stopped. And I'm not saying that I'm an angel, I've made plenty of mistakes myself, but for Austin Jones and people like Austin Jones, may you forever have a gargoyle fist in your pee hole. May you be bitten on the perineum by a large rattlesnake. And also, if you don't know what a perineum is, please look it up. Just fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, dude. But also, as a recent update to the story, Austin was recently released on bail, but as an agreement, he can't go on the internet until his court date, which prosecutors believe is a slam dunk since he waived his Miranda rights and admitted to everything. So, get wrecked, fucker. Oh, and Austin, it's a good thing you made those twerking tutorials because they're gonna come really handy in jail. The inmates will love it. Gotta keep that butthole spread open for a good 30 years, buddy. Anyways, now on to some actual what the fuck news. Actor Johnny Depp has been under some fire this last week after some comments he made about President Trump at a film festival in the UK where he said,
a lot of wonderful dark places he could go. A lot of Doc Martens in the... It's just a question. I'm not insinuating anything. By the way, this is going to be in the press.